I like thy wit well, in good faith. The gallows does well, but how does it well? It does well to those that do win. Now, thou dost ill to say the gallows is built stronger than the church, Argal. The gallows may do well to thee, to apostrophe T again, come, toot again, come, whatever. Who builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter? Tell me that and unyoke. All right. Mary, now I can tell. Toot. I don't know what that means. Mass, I cannot tell. Enter Hamlet and Horatio at a distance. The first clown says, Crudge Gull, thy brains no more about it for your dull ass. Whoa. For your dull ass, they say that in here. Will not mend his pace with beating it, semicolon. And when you are asked this question next, says a gravemaker, the house that he does make last till doomsday. That's cool, doomsday. Go get thee to Johan. Fetch me a stoop of liquor. That's cool. The liquor part's good. I could relate to that right now. I'll tell you that. All right. Second cloud, and he digs and sings. Sings this thing. In youth, when I did love me, thought it was very sweet to contact all the... I'm not going to sing this. I am not going to sing this. Exit second clown. He digs and sings. In youth, when I did love me, thought it was very sweet. I'm going to blow through this next line. To contrago time, little behold, me thought there was nothing to mean. Okay. So I just wanted to get through that part fast. All right. There's more. Hamlet, finally. Hamlet starts talking. Has this fellow no feeling of his business that he sings at grave making? And then Horatio says, custom hath made it in him a property of easiness. Get it? All right. Hamlet then says, 'tis ye and so, the hand of little employment hath the daintier sense. First clown, he's singing this, so he's like, but age with... I'm not going to sing it, though. But age with his stealing steps hath clawed me in his clutch and hath shipped me until the land as if I had never been such. He throws up a skull. It says that right here, that he throws up a skull. Throws up a skull. And Hamlet says, the skull that had, after the guy threw it up, Hamlet says, the skull had a tongue in it that could sing once, how the knave jowls it to the ground as it were Cain's jawbone that did the first murder. Okay, now we're talking this murder. Okay, I can relate to that. Okay. It might be the pate of a politician which this ass now overreaches, one that would circumvent God, might it not? And Horatio says, it might be, my lord. And then Hamlet says, or of a courtier, I don't know what that is, which could say, good morrow, sweet lord, how dost thou, good lord, this might be my such a gun, my lord, there's a horse and words, whatever. Horatio says, hey, my lord, and Hamlet says, why, and so, and now my lady worms. Chapless and knocked about the mazzard with the sexton spade. Here's fine revolution we had to take to see. Did these bones cost no more the breeding? Breeding. We can cut that in. Breeding is the word. Okay. But to play at logats with M, mine ache to think aunt, O-N-T, aunt. First clown gets a lot of dialogue. First clown sings, and I'm not going to sing, so you can do this in post, but a pickaxe and a spade for a shoulder sheet, oh, a pity of clay for it to be made for such a guest as me. And the guy throws up another skull. It says there. It's the guy who throws up skulls. And then Hamlet, Hamlet says, there's another why may not that be the skull of a lawyer, whereas it's something in a bunch of words with Q, and cases in 10 years on his tricks, and why does he suffer the rude grave to knock him about the sconce with a dirty shovel and will not tell him of his action battery? This fellow might be in time a great buyer of land with his statues. I haven't swallowed in a while, so my mouth is filling up with spit. I'm not going to swallow until I finish this line. This fellow might be in his time a great buyer of land within statues. He recognizes, finds, and double vouchers, and recovers in the fine and fines and recoveries of his recoveries to have paid them to and vouchers. I'm sorry, cut in here. Is a fine finds a recoveries to have his fine pate full of fine dirt. Will his vouchers find him no more of his purchases? Double once too, and the length and breadth of a pair of indentures. My mouth is filling up with spit. The very conveyances of his lands will hardly lie in this box, and must be and inherit himself to have more. Okay. Take a drink of water. I need a drink. That's all I need a drink. So. Here comes. Needs more water. Needs more water. Okay, there's a lot more here. There's a lot more. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, excuse me. Horatio, not a joke, my lord. Hamlet is not parchment made of sheepskins, and Horatio says, "I, my lord," and calfskins too. Hamlet, I like these shorter lines are not as wordy. Hamlet, there are sheep and calves which seek out assurance in that I will speak to this fellow whose graves this Sarah. I don't know what that word is. First class, mine, sir. He's talking. They're basically what I try to understand is I think they're just talking to each other about, so God knows what. And that one guy has that line, "Oh pity, oh a pit of clay, for to be made for such guests is meet." And then Hamlet says, "I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in't." I-N apostrophe T, int. First clown, you lie on't, sir. So they're making up words here, basically. And therefore it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in't. And he's saying another word. It's not a word. I don't care where you're from. And yet it is mine. And Hamlet says, "Thou dost lie," and there he's, I don't know if he's mad or happy or what he's saying at this point. "Thou dost lie in't, you be in't, and say it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick, therefore thou liest." Everything is, they're always talking about, like every word is in every sentence, pretty much here. And that's the pattern I'm noticing. And they're words with apostrophes like "tis" and "int." First cloud, "'Tis a quick lie, sir, 'twill away gain from me to you." Hamlet, what man dost thou dig it for? First clown, "For no man, sir." Hamlet, what woman then? First clown, "No, for none neither." None neither. Okay, all right, first clown, whatever. Hamlet, who is to be buried in? Oh, they're standing over a grave and they're trying to figure out what's going on. And then I think this is the scene with that skull. I think that's what it is, because they talked about it. And, okay, all right. That was an LA story, I think. That's why I know about that. Anyway, Hamlet, who is to be buried in? One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead. Oh, the guy's, fucking with him. Okay. Hamlet, how about how absolute the knave is, we must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us by the Lord Horatio has these years I have taken note of it. The age is grown so picked that the toe of the peasant comes so near the heel of the courtier he gaffs his kai. But this is when the writing's a little thin for me, because those are just made up words. This is thin writing. How long hast thou been a grave maker? First clown, he's a clown. They're calling him a clown. Then how long have you been a grave maker? Again, it's confusing writing. It's thin. First clown says, all of the days I the year. Again, no one proofread this. I came to't that day, T-O''T is what they say. I came to't that day that our last King Hamlet overcame Fortinbras. Okay, Fortinbras, now we're talking. All right, I'm back on board. I am back on board. Hamlet says, how long is that since? So he wants to know how long it is. You know. And First Clown says, cannot tell you that? Question mark. Whatever. All right, whatever, Shakespeare. Every fool can tell that. It was the very day that young Hamlet was born that he is mad and sent into England. No, I think he doesn't even know he's talking to Hamlet at this point. That's all right. If you're okay, Hamlet says, "Hey, Mary, why was he sent into England?" The First Clause says, "Why, because he was so mad he shall recover his wits there, or if he do not," nice language, "if he do not," you go around saying that, yeah, whatever, he's supposed to be like the guy who has the most beautiful words, but if he do not do that, whatever, it's no great matter there. Hamlet says, why? See, that's the best sentence so far. It's just one word. First Clown, "'Twill not be seen in him here, the men are not as mad as he." I'm going to blow through a page here at lightning speed, so get ready. Make sure you're recording this. How come he mad? How come he mad? Wait, hold on. Before I do that, Hamlet says, how come he mad? That's what he says. How come he mad? Like, I don't know. It sounds like Cedric the Entertainer. At that point, how come he mad? Sounds like Cedric the Entertainer wrote this. Not Shakespeare. Cedric the Entertainer. All right. How come he mad? Says Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric the Entertainer. How come he mad? Oh, man. Entertainer is Hamlet. No, there's okay. We could edit that part out. Whatever. I'm gonna blow through this next part. Very strangely, they say. How strangely? Faith in and losing his wits upon his ground. Why, here in Denmark I have sexton near. Whatever. Okay. Man and boy, 30 years. How long will a man lie? I the earth ere he rot. Okay. I'm not even gonna go into that one. That doesn't make any sense. I faith if he not rotten before he dies, as we have many pocky choruses. Oh, good writing. Nowadays there will scarce be holding, laying in, dash, he will last you some night near, or 9 year, 8 tanner will stop you 9 year. Okay, why he more than another, said Cedric the Entertainer. Why he more than another, said Cedric the Entertainer. Why, sir, his hide is so tan with his trade, he will not keep out water a great while, and your water is a scored decayer of your worsen dead body. Here's a skull now. How many more pages? Oh my gosh. Oh, I should not have looked. This is not even the storm. This isn't even the calm before. This is like, oh man. This is depressing. You're right, this is the most depressing play ever. I mean, not for Hamlet, but for the guy that has to read it on a book on tape. I need a drink. I still need a drink. Still. Here he comes. Anyway, where was I? Of your war-sawn dead body, here's a skull now. The skull has lain in earth 3 and 20 years. Whose is it? A horse on, mad fellows it was. Who do you think it was? Nay, I know not. A pestilence on him for a mad rogue, a poured flagon of rendition on his head, whatever. They're the same skull, sir, was York's skull, the king's jester. Okay, that's the part that's famous. In that Hamlet, let me see, takes the skull. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Okay, this part I would know. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy, he hath poured me on his back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rims at it. Oh, that's just disgusting. My gorge rims at it. Here hung those lips that I have kissed now. That I have kissed, I know now, not how oft. Right. Saving some space there. How oft. Saving some time. Where be your jibes now, your jambles, your songs, your flashes of merriment that won't to set the table on a roar, not one now to mock your own grinning quiet chap fallen. Now you get in my lady's chamber and tell her let her paint an inch thick on this favor she must come, make her laugh at that. Prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing. What's that, my lord? Dost thou think Alexander looked this fashion I the earth? E-N so. E''E''N so. Hamlet. Nathan Explosion reading, man, my stomach's... This is Nathan Explosion reading Titus Andronicus. This is a play by Shakespeare. Slating my name, Nathan Explosion there. Okay. Act 1, Scene 1, Rome. Be lower the capital. We're off to a bad start already. The tomb of Androniki. Appearing the tribunes and senators aloft. That means above. They enter below from one side. Below side. Just try to picture this. I'm already lost. The tomb, the tribunes and senators enter below and from one side. Doesn't say which side. Saturninus. That's a good name. And his followers, semicolon, and from the other side. His followers and from the other side. There was a semicolon there. This is Shakespeare, right? I mean, this is already like... I mean, everyone said like, oh, boy, could that guy write? I'm fucking confused already. Let me just read that one sentence that I just started reading. The tomb of Androniki appearing semicolon, the tribunes and senators aloft. Enter, comma, below, comma, from one side, comma, Saturninus and his followers capitalized, semicolon, and comma, from the other side. Here we go. We haven't gotten to this part. This will be exciting. Bassianus and his followers, semicolon again, followers capitalized, with drum and colors, COLOURS. Huh. So there's the setting. This is going to be a good play, I can imagine. Just getting through that clump of mishmash fucked up words before any dialogue. All right, no, I'll keep my comments to myself. All right, here it goes. Titus Andronicus. Saturninus says, noble patricians, I wrote over that word, patrons of my right, defend the justice of my cause with arms, and countrymen, my loving followers, plead by a successive title with your swords. Swords. I am his firstborn son. I am his firstborn son. Who's firstborn? Who's firstborn son? Whatever. That was the last. That was the last. That word, the imperial diadem of Rome. Whatever. Then let my father's daughters live in me. That's cool. Nor wrong mine age with his indignity. That sound like, those are like lyrics. It's like perfectly vague lyrics. Like yeah, that'll fill some time. Anyway, then Bassianus. I can't be right. I've got to be saying that wrong. Bassianus? That can't be a Shakespeare. This can't be a Shakespeare play. These names are just too stupid. He would have read this and gone, that's just too stupid. Maybe this is like the end of his career. He's just stop giving a fuck about stuff. Doesn't have a date on this piece of paper. Anyway, you can just edit that stuff out. I'll just go into this part. Romans, friends, that's a ripoff of himself right there. From Julius Caesar. He's already repeating his own dialogue. Well, mixing it up a little bit, but still, I'm not even a big fan, and I can tell. Romans, friends, nice. Right there. Rip off. I guess it's okay if you borrow from yourself, though, right? Romans, friends, followers, favorers of my right. Right. If ever Bassianus, Caesar's son, oh, he's Caesar's son. Because he says Bassianus, and that's him who was talking. Anyway, back to, we're gracious in the eyes of royal Rome. Keep then this passage of the cat. See, now I'm tuning out. And this is where I tune out. I'm not 1/3 down this page, and I've tuned out 40 times. That's reading, though, you know? Seriously, that's reading. That's what happens when you read. You tune out. Ever do that, Pickles? Ever, read and just start reading, and you're like, I have no idea. This could be a cookbook. This could be a Playboy article. It could be anything. I am not paying attention. Keep then this passage to the capital, boring. And suffer, cool. Not dishonor, awesome. To approach, boring. It's like, hey, Pickles, remember when you were in school and you had to write, you had to diagram sentences? That's kind of what I'm doing. Let's see how the next one diagrams. The imperial seat, neither here nor there. To virtue, consecrate. Awesome. Consecrate. That's cool. To justice, continence, and nobility. Boring. Lose it. That's what I say. But then let desert in pure election shine. That's just too flowery, whatever that means. Whatever it's, you just... And Romans, fight for freedom in your choice. Half good and half vague. I don't know. Whatever, I'll just keep reading. Now, if I keep doing this, I'm not even past the first page. And there's still a big chunk of dialogue. Ugh. Marcus Andronicus. Oh, man, I should have eaten more before I got in here. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I should have eaten some food. Like spaghetti. But from a fancy Italian restaurant, not like, Prego. Like, spaghetti. Though, you know what? Now that I say that, I would eat that. Hey, Pickles. I can't see you, but if you get some spaghetti in here. I should have gotten more water. Well, I got some. But, I will have to. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna blow through this crap. Hopefully someone's paying attention. Princes that strive by factions and by friends ambitiously for rule and empery know that the people of Rome for whom we stand, excuse me, a special party have by common voice in election for the Roman empery chosen Andronicus, surnamed Pius. For many good and great desserts. Wait, one S is desserts, or is that deserts? Deserts to Rome. Fuck. A nobler man, a braver warrior, lives not this day within the city walls. He, but acted, blah, blah, blah. From weary, I'm going to skip to the last sentence. My eyes are watering because I keep coughing. This causes Rome, blah, blah, blah. Okay. There. I'm blowing through. Thank God I got paid in advance for this one. Oh, man, he keeps on talking on the next page. These are long. Here's the weird part. People had to memorize this stuff. People perform these long, confusing, long things, and a bunch of old folks nod and act like they understand what the fuck's going on. They don't. They don't know what's happening. Our enemy's pride 5 times he hath returned, bleeding to Rome, bearing his valiant sons in coffins from the field. Awesome. It has moments of greatness. And then a lot of moments of, who gives a fuck, And now at last, laden with Horus spoils, returns the goods Andronicus to Rome. Where now I'm skipping a couple pages. In. Oh, it just keeps going. I'm looking at this thing. It just keeps going. Should we do this again later? Should we do this again? Oh, I should get out of the way. Saturn, how long have I been in here? It's been like 12 minutes. Well, that's nothing. All right. So at some point, Saturninus is going to say this. Titus Andronicus, for thy favors done to us in our election this day. My throat hurts. I don't mean to be a big complainer, but my throat hurts. I should save it for more important stuff. Anyway. Thy name and the honorable family Levino, lay by Empress. Maybe if I talk quieter, maybe if I talk quieter, it won't make it. It won't hurt my throat as much. No, this is better. All right, here we go. Lavinia, well, I made my embers. Rose more mattress of mistress in my heart, and then the sacred pantheon her espouse. Tell me, Andronicus, does thou motion my please thee? I like this better. I like talking quieter. It's better. It's better on my throat. And plus, I think I could read faster with my voice quieter. Like, I think I could blow through, like, check this out. Because Titus Andronicus is going to say this. It doesn't remember the word of the soul, man. I don't know, grace. And as a king, commander, Commonwealth of the white world ever, I do not consecrate my son, church, and prisoners, Roman members of the Lord, receive them. Achieving my own mind's honors, and since humble my faith. See how fast I did that? Blew through it. It's talking, though. Still, technically, it's talking. And I just found a way to make money faster. Saturninus. Thanks, noble times, Father, my life, helper, my gift. Though I guess if I saw this live and people were doing that, I'd feel pretty fucking gypped. If, like, people came in robes. Like, if people came in robes, like, at a place where they do plays. Like at a field or whatever, like a park, and guys just went out there and then there was a sword fight or something. You didn't know what it was about. That'd be better though, wouldn't it? Pickles. Yeah, you in there? Yeah. No, but if people came up like, "Hey, you," yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, back to the play. I'm sure the listeners want to know exactly what's going on now. Been hanging on my every word. Saturninus. That's a shitty name. That's a shitty name. I gotta keep on reading that for. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this. It's like somewhere in the neighborhood of 85 pages, and I don't even think that's the first act. Get an editor. Shakespeare. Oh, I just read in a page up here, it says a devil. That's awesome. I'm going to highlight that. Highlight that, a devil. Oh, it gets good up there. But you got to, see, that's the thing about stories. They start off so shitty, it's boring, and people are explaining who they are and where they came from and stuff. But then it gets better later on. Anyway. Titus. I'm just going to read Titus's part because I think this thing is called Titus Andronicus, right? Right? I'm just going to read his lines because it's about him, right? I'll do a little creative editing. There, I'm cutting that out. Sorry. It's Saturninus. I ain't reading your parts. Bassianus. Your name is too stupid to have your lines read. I'm cutting that out too. Cutting it. Lavinia. Okay. Marcus Andronicus. I can't see how that would be important. Titus, there's his line again. I'll read that. Mitius. I don't think so. I don't think you make the cut, buddy. Titus Andronicus. Oh, my lord. There's a try this line right here. Follow my Lord, change your back. There. And then another one. What will the blame just bear me away from? Medius, sorry. Lucius, sorry. Titus, no, he, my sons dishonor me. Lucius. This is what, I feel like this doesn't seem right, but I think it's the only way to get through this. Titus Andronicus, another line. Oh, monsters, what reproachful words are these? I feel like I've read that already in every Shakespeare. Oh, monstrous, what reproachful words are these? I feel like I've seen that in every single Shakespeare play. Right? I'm cutting that. It's gone. Saturninus. Sorry, bro. Not happening. Titus, here we go. These words are razors to my wounded heart. Okay, that's like emo. Cutting that. Saturninus. Therefore, lovely Tamara. Oh, why am I even reading that? Cutting it. Tamara, Saturninus. Oh, I'm gonna skip an entire handful of pages. They're still talking. Did you see that I skipped forth about, seriously, like 40 pages, and they're still talking to each other? Titus Andronicus. Hey now, he says. Hey now. Oh no, he says how now. Oh, that is stupid. I don't even know what it's in relation to, but how now? How now? How now? Who says that? Who says how now to people? I mean, it's his story, and he's saying, how now? Oh, that is too stupid for words. This play fucking sucks. How now? Has sorrow made thee dote already? Makes no fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense. Why, Marcus? No man should be mad but I. It's like Shakespeare had those magnets on a refrigerator and just started mixing up words. And some guy write them down. Like, how no man should mad but I? What? How now? That's good. We'll start a sentence with how now. How now? Fucking Shakespeare, what an asshole. Thou shalt not sigh, nor thy stumps to heaven. Stumps to heaven? Thou shalt not sigh, nor hold thy stumps to heaven, nor wink, nor nod, nor kneel. Pickles, are you recording this? Pickles. I'm gonna see if you're recording this. Can you see if you're recording this? Can you see if you're recording this, Pickles? I don't know how to do it. You're gonna have to do it. I'm gonna get out of this room for a second. It's too fucking hot in here. I get some spaghetti. Do we have to do this now? I know I say this a lot, but I would actually rather shoot myself in the face than do this. I know I say this a lot, but I'd rather kill myself. This is just, it's bringing me down, you know? It's just too much stuff. It's like homework. I mean, I know I'm getting paid for it, but it's like, honestly, what's the point of having another story told to you? I mean, you know it's going to end. The characters are going to evolve and do something. It's Shakespeare. Let me just guess. There's betrayal. Right? Somebody double-crossed, and then it's probably a loved one, and the son comes back and does the thing, right? Titus, there. I'm fucking done. So, let me just skip to I'll just paraphrase this, because, that's why they have abridged books on tape. Because it's stupid. I don't know. I know I'm sounding like I'm complaining a lot. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to turn into Orson Welles here. Be a complainer. Let me just read the last line. Here we go. That likes events may near it ruinate. Let me read that one more time to make sure I have that right. That like events may ne'er it ruinate. Okay, there's the end of your story for you. Hope you enjoyed your 400 pages of bullshit. And that's where they leave you. That like events may ne'er it ruinate. That like events may ne'er it ruinate. Fuck you for listening to me for 4 hours. That is, see, that's Shakespeare, though. He'll do that to you. Make you fucking sit through that shit and then leave you with a sentence that makes no sense. I mean, make sense out of this. That like events may ne'er, N-E-apostrophe-E-R, it, ruinate. Ruin 8. The end. That's Shakespeare. You know what that is? That's Shakespeare saying. That's Shakespeare saying, hey buddy, fuck you. Hey, come here, check this out. Look at this for a while. Fuck you. Seriously. This is the book on tape. I'm seriously, I mean, don't edit this. Just put this out. This should just be the book on tape. This should be Titus Andronicus. And you know what? Don't let this part go in. This part should be edited out where I say that this should be the book on tape. But you know why? Because fuck them. All right, I'm done. I'm seriously done. Uh-oh. Can you hear my phone? Whatever. Alright, I'm slating my name. My name's Nathan Explosion. I'm reading for, Othello. Which is, I think it's a candy bar. Isn't that right? It's a candy bar, right, Othello? Or is that Nutella? That ain't a candy bar, that's a spread. Nathan Explosion reading for Othello. That still sounds like food to me. Still sounds like a snack. Like, some kind of chocolatey snack. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. I can't believe we're doing another one of these, but they must be doing really well in order for me to do a third. I mean, they must be doing really, really well for me to come in here and do a third. Nathan Explosion, me reading Notella. Othello, sorry. Can you hear that creaking? Anyway, we're jumping into page 100, starting from there, and hopefully the audience will pick up what's going on. Fucking Shakespeare. Guy could have used an editor. Page 100. I start off, there's a line on top, it doesn't even say who says it. Just the line sitting there. Here's a change indeed. Audience is intrigued. And then whoever that character is that said that exits. They're gone. That's it. That doesn't even mean anything. Now they're gone. And then Desd, which I guess is Desdemona, which sounds like a lady. I was going to say this. Here goes. Are you recording? 'Tis meet I should be used so very meet. We're off to a bad start. What the fuck does that mean? 'Tis meet I should be used so very meet. That's the first line. You know what that means? To be nothing. 'Tis meet, M-E-E-T. How have I been behaved that he might stick? The smallest opinion on my least misuse. Oh, man. Enter Iago with Amelia. Iago, what's your pleasure, madame? How is't with you? Then in parentheses, the number 125. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? Desdemona says, how's with you? Parentheses 125. Desdemona to that says, I cannot tell. That's a good answer. Those that do teach young babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. He might have chid me so, chid, C-H-I-D. He might have chid me so, for in good faith I am a child to chiding. And Iago says to that, what's the matter, lady? Parentheses 130. Oh. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. That's page 130. That scene goes on, incidentally. Oh, man, that goes on. They just keep on talking. Somebody named Rod comes in. Says something very confusing, and that guy, Iago, still has numbers with parentheses. Every line keeps on going up. You charge me most unjustly. 4 pages later, parentheses 205. What the fuck? It's like the fucking trying to fucking Da Vinci Code. Okay, well, get to the part where the Othello comes in. I mean, hey, Pickles, do you know what this story's about? So it's called Othello. It must be about that guy Othello. Okay. Othello, played by that black guy from Pee-wee's Playhouse, right? That guy's in it, right? I think he's in that movie about Othello, called Othello. That guy from Pee-wee's Playhouse that was a cowboy. I think he's in it. I can't see you. Are you nodding? Yeah. I think you are. Maybe. And then they did one with a bunch of teeny boppers, and it was like Tay Diggs or like somebody like that. A cool young. You know, it'd be a good Othello is Will Smith's kid. That little one from the new Karate Kid movie. Like baby Othello would be pretty badass. You know, and they like little babies are killing each other and double crossing each other. Stuff like that. For a baby to double cross another baby, man, that's fucked up. You know? Like if they. Sorry. I mean, if they. Like a baby's like two. Okay, let's say, like, for example, one baby falls in love with another baby, and that baby's from the Sharks, and the other one's from the Jets, and then they kill themselves because they can't be together. I mean, fucking picture that. I mean, picture like how they drink poison, and one of those babies is related to Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, in the movie version, like the Hollywood story. Anyway, back to Othello. You can cut most of this out, right? Keep in those other lines that I said earlier, right? Cut and paste it, fix it up. I mean, you know what we should do is I'll read the first line of this thing, and then I'll read the end, and in the middle I'll just do a sound like it sounds like I'm saying stuff, like a sound, like something like. And people will think they're listening to Shakespeare. You know? You could just take that little clip. You could just take that little clip and then just run it, just cut and paste it together. And then then I'll just say the end. You know? I mean, people just want the idea of Shakespeare. They don't really want to listen to it. Anyway, here we go. Othello says, somewhere in the middle of this page, it is even so. And Casio. Oh, man, that's cool, Casio. You know, I used to have a Casio keyboard. I got it for Christmas. And, anyway. I broke one of the keys, so that key was off limits. Couldn't be used. You know, I think it was a B. A note. That's why normally you'd find me avoiding B's in my adult life. Because of that Casio keyboard. Anyway, Casio says, oh, help ho. Man, these people are light, a surgeon. All right. Yeah, what else? Fucking. Othello, let's get back to Othello. It's his story anyway. 'Tis he, O brave Iago, honest and just. Thou hast such noble sense of thy friend's wrong. Thou teachest me, minion, your dear, lies dead, parentheses 35. Fuck. and your unblessed fate highs. Strumpet I come, strumpet. The word strumpet. It's like he had a deadline and just started making up words. Strumpet, that'll work. Sounds cool. Strumpet, I come. Parentheses, 25. Fourth of my heart. Whoa. Fourth of my heart, those charms. Thine eyes are blotted. Thy bed lust-stained. Well, that makes sense. Thy bed lust-stained. That means a guy jacked off on a pillow. Yeah. I've done that. In a hotel room. After I slept, not before I go to bed afterwards. Who wants to sleep in their own cum? But then again, when you're in a hotel, you're pretty much sleeping in cum no matter what. And that's any place. That's a Motel 6 to the W. You are sleeping in someone's jack-off. The product of their jack-off. That's a good line, the product of their jack-off. Wonder if you use that in this play, Othello. Thy bed lust-stained, parentheses, 35. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Here comes Lodovito and Gratiano to breathe some life into the scene. Here they come. Get ready. Cassio says this. What ho? No watch. That's funny. He says no watch right after Cassio. He is Cassio. Just bear with me. He says something else. And basically, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say whose line it is and not say the line, the actual text afterwards. I'm just going to say who's talking. And you at home can say something fun. I'll give you an example of how you can do this. I'm going to say Gratiano, and then you at home say something fun like, hey, go fuck your mother, like something like that. But that's what he's going to say, because you at home are going to write Shakespeare with me, Nathan Explosion. Here goes, Gratiano. And here's an example. Suck my dick, fag. Something like that. And then Cassio says, what? You come up with it. Let's hear it. That was pretty clever. Yeah, that was good. And now Lodovico says, what? Something like, yeah, you come up with it. See? Pickles, how's this working? How do you think this is working out? Me saying the you come up with it thing. You think that's a good idea? Involve the audience. Do you think that's a good idea to involve the audience? Do you think they feel like they're interacting with me? No answer. All right, well, I'll try something else then. Even though I thought that was pretty good. If it works out, cut and paste it over that, me saying that. Cut and paste that in there too. I think we're getting close to the 1/4 point of the first part of me reading. Can you hear the page turning when I turn the page? Is that going to show up on the CD? Or am I doing it quietly enough? Is that getting picked up on the thing? Do you think? Do we have a thing that makes a depaperizing sound so I don't have to worry about flipping pages over? Alright, I lost my place. Great, I lost my place! Where were we? Oh yeah, Lodovico. First of all, I really don't want to be here because that's no fucking joke. I got shit I need to be doing. Not fucking reading printed word on fucking paper. And I want that to be part of the book on tape. I can't believe I have to do another one of these things. But I guess they must be going pretty good. These, Shakespeare books on tape. So this is called Comedy of Errors, which is, I did a small amount of research on this one, and this is supposed to be one of the shittiest Shakespeare plays, which says a lot because I think they're all pretty shitty. But I guess the online community is saying, no thanks to Comedy of Errors, which is, let me see here, a few hundred pages. You know what's a shitty Shakespeare play? I'll tell you, this one's the stupidest. Love's Labour's Lost. Yeah, there's one where you got like a bunch of guys, like scholars, who go off and go to a castle in the woods, and they decide they just want to study, and they realize that women are a distraction, so they decide they're gonna swear off women and just work on homework. But what happens? One by one, ladies start showing up. And then we've got to wait for about 2.5 hours for these guys to fucking change their minds about the stupid swearing off ladies pact that they made. And then finally they do. Love's Labour's Lost. Garbage. Hey, Murderface. Wake up, you idiot.
Yeah.
Is this recording?
Press record. I mean, hey, who is this guy? William Shakespeare.
You don't know who You honestly don't know who Shakespeare is. You fucking idiot. You are the stupidest fucking idiot alive in the world. You know who knows who Shakespeare is? Babies. Babies are like, you go to a baby and you say, you know who Shakespeare is? But like, yeah, I know who he is.
We should get Shaquille O'Neal and he could be Shakespeare. Get it? Like, he's Shakespeare, but it's Shakespeare. That's how I should pronounce. Is it pronounced Shakespeare?
Oh, I see. You're being funny. Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Was he, French? Oh, right. It's in English, so he's, what? Was he from, like, Boston or something? Shakespeare?
No, I don't think you're thinking of Shakespeare. I think you're thinking of Lenny Clark, comedian from Southie.
I'm pretty sure he was from Boston, right? Because it was like, he wrote this stuff in like World War I, I think. He would have wrote about Hitler and stuff, but I think it was pretty much before Hitler. BH before Hitler.
Maybe you're thinking of Mark Wahlberg, I believe, because he's from Boston originally. Okay. Let's start off with Act 1, Scene 1, a hall in Duke Solanus's palace. Solanus's. Now that's a good name. I don't see what's wrong with this play. Duke Solanus, and he's got a fucking palace. Why is this so shitty? Fucking masturbating internet trolls shitting on stuff. The fuck do they know about anything? So, like I said, Scene 1, a hall in Duke Solanus's palace. Enter Duke Solanus. Aegeon. Oh, shit. Gaoler. These are people's names. Oh, this play is shitty. Aegeon. Oh, that's like a word. Aegeon. That's like a bullshit word from Words with Friends that your friend tries to fucking sneak in. Aegeon. Shit. This play is garbage. Alright, we're almost at the first part of the first page. Gaoler. Okay, his name is Gaoler. Ugh. Shakespeare. Get your fucking shit together. And then other attendants. Okay, so it doesn't matter if people know who the hell else other people. It says those people are entering, and then other attendants. Like, it can be anybody. It could be Lincoln. It could be anybody. It's pretty inspecific. This is the worst Shakespeare play I've ever read. And I've read a lot. Aegeon speaks. Proceed, Solinus, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death and woes all. I kind of fucked that up. Let's do the second line again. Pick up! And by the doom of death and woes and all. Okay, I'm going to step aside and just try to figure out what that means. Proceed, Solinus, that means, proceed. To procure my fall. Alright. Procure my fall. I don't know what that means. Procure. You know who says procure? Stoners. It's dumb stoners trying to act smart. They say, I procured us some beer or some pot. No one else ever says procure. They don't. You know it's true. This is the worst Shakespeare thing I've ever read. And you know what? We have a lot of pages to go. We've got a lot of pages to go. And I gotta tell you, the temperature in this room, it's a little warm. It's like warm with like 20% humidity. But I'm no meteorologist. You know that. I'm a singer. And I don't even sing notes, really. I talk. I talk in rhythm. I'm a rapper. I'm pretty much a rapper. And I don't even have any guns. I'm the world's worst rapper. Anyway, let's get back to this play. It's starting to get good. So, procure, stoner talk, and by the doom of death and woes and all. So, I don't know, this guy kind of seems like a dark figure. This is supposed to be a comedy. But maybe this is where the errors start. He can't speak. When they say comedy of errors, maybe that's nothing is understandable. Now it's starting to get funny to me. Now I understand. Now I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, Duke Solinus. Oh, fuck. He has a lot of lines. Okay. Let's get this shit over with. Duke Solinus' first speech. Merchant of Syracuse. Plead no more. Syracuse? This takes place in Syracuse? Does this take place in Syracuse? Alright, that's cool. I've been to Syracuse. Yeah. I don't mean to brag, but I've been to a few places. Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. Okay. The enmity and discord which of late sprung from enmity. That's not a word. The enmity and discord. This Duke Solinus is an idiot. He's making up words. Two merchants are well-dealing countrymen. He's giving a speech to people. That's what's going on. That's the subtext. He's talking to people. That's what's really going down underneath the text. Two merchants are well-dealing countrymen who, wanting guilders to redeem their lives, having sealed his rigorous statutes with their bloods, this is good, excludes all pity from our threatening looks. Okay, I tuned out. I don't know what I'm reading anymore. For since the mortal and intestine jars, I'm back interested, twixt thy seditious countrymen and us. Okay, now it's back to being boring. That's amazing. That's one thing about Shakespeare. He could have your attention and then just bore you to pieces the next moment. Oh, Shakespeare. And you know what they say? He didn't even write this. Did you hear that? Some really effeminate guy, or a lady, or a medium effeminate lady. You know, they made a movie about it. I believe it stars Jodie Foster. There's a pinball table. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. That's the Who's Tommy that I'm thinking about. I think this is going to be a pretty good book on tape. By the way, I just want to go on record saying that I just think, I mean, not for the content, but it's just my voice is sounding particularly good today. So I think this is a... You know what I'd like to do is get some voiceover work in other arenas, not just books on tape, because to be honest, books on tape can be a bit dry. You know, they can be they could be a little bit more exciting than they are, you know. And that's even with a great reader like me. But I could see myself doing a voiceover for like a Pixar movie. You know, I think I could have been Wall-E. Check it out. I didn't even audition, but this is what it would have been. Hey, here I am on a planet made of dirt, fucking around, jacking off. I'm Wall-E. I hope there's a lady robot that's made out of a vibrator that I can play with. You know, real smooth vibrator lady robot. Because you want to know why? Hey, because I'm Wall-E. I'm Wall-E, and I'm a robot. Hey, what do you want from me? That was mostly improvised, I gotta say. Some of that I stayed up late and wrote. But that, hey, what do you want from me? I'm Wall-E. That was improvised. Hey, what do you want from me? I'm Wall-E. Obviously, the second time I said that, it's not improvised because I wrote it. But, here's my audition for A Bug's Life. So, I guess I'm a purple bug. Hanging out. And, solve the problems in this movie. Maybe get serious about a love interest while I'm here. And, maybe fucking kill some of these bugs. And jack off on their bodies. Bug's Life. That'd be A Bug's Life. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I could do the voice. Obviously. Yeah, they're all good. Well then, okay. Obviously I can do the Pixar thing, but can I do the DreamWorks thing? I think that's what everybody would want to know. Can I do Shrek? Please. I can do Shrek, okay? And I'll prove it. Here we go. Here's my audition for Shrek, should they decide to do a remake with different actors. Shrek. This is Nathan Explosion reading for Shrek. Here we go. Hey, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm Shrek. And, I'm definitely, I know and I'm green. And I definitely want to solve the problems in this film and hopefully find a love interest and stomp on some people and jack off on their bodies. Hey, what do you want from me? I'm Shrek. What else is there, I guess? There are no other movies I can think of. I mean, I could do. I'm a little. I gotta be honest. I think I could be doing some stuff on camera, but and I was a little perturbed to find out that I was not asked even to read for Rock of Ages. I mean, by the time this Shakespeare book on tape comes out, I don't know if people will even remember Rock of Ages. But for those of you who don't know what Rock of Ages is, let me tell you. Rock of Ages is some of the shittiest music in the world, played end to end, while a bunch of dildos dance around like jack-offs. Rock of Ages. And I gotta say, I'm a little offended that I was not asked to join them. because that looked like fun. So, because the movie did not do fantastically, I believe that it's high time for a remake. And I would like to take this time to do an audition for that movie, for the inevitable remake of Rock of Ages. Here goes. Nathan Explosion, slaying my voice, okay. Hey! Here I am. It's the late 80s. Hair metal's doing fine. Lots of great songs from about a decade earlier are being played that we're all tired of already. It's the kind of music that, if it comes on the jukebox, we'll probably go outside and complete our conversation. And the guitar player's claiming to have written Don't Stop Believin', which I think is actionable, because I think it wasn't him that wrote it. No, there was another guy. Anyway, Rock of Ages. Okay, back to this play. I'm looking at this first page. You can edit through some of this stuff, right? Can you send me a reel of my voiceover reel? Because I want to get a voiceover agent. Because that sounds like fun. I could do a kid's show. You know I could. You know, I wouldn't say jack off on dead bodies. I'd say something like ejaculate on recently killed babies. I don't know. Babies' bodies. I don't know. Obviously, I'm just kind of thinking about this. I'm going to skip ahead about 100 pages. Here we go. These guys are still talking. Okay. What thou meanest an officer? I don't know what he's talking about to you. Dromio of Syracuse. Oh, I see. That was a character before. Fuck it. Fuck it, I'm not going to figure out. You guys can read between the lines, figure out what's going on, right? Aye, sir, the sergeant of the band. He that brings any man to answer it, that breaks his band. One that thinks a man always going to bed and says, God give you good rest. Antipholus. No, people were just named this at some point. There aren't any people named Joe, Jim. I think they should just have nicknames for each other, you know? Everyone's so formal. You know, like sometimes you see your pal, you know, what's up, douchebag? And he's like, yeah, what's up, fucking asshole? That's what their name should be. Douchebag enters. What thou meanest an officer? Asshole answers. Why, sir, I brought you a... That's fun. That's how you make it fun, and it's funny. You know, I've got a sense of humor. I know I'm in a metal band, but, you know, I have a sense of humor. I know when things are funny, and calling a character in a Shakespeare play douchebag is funny. Now, you don't remember when they used to colorize movies? You know, like a long time ago, they took bunch of old black and white movies that obviously no one gave a shit about because, hey, where's the color? Why would I watch this? This is how a dog sees the world. Why would I watch it? Put some color in there. I'm not watching it unless I can tell if his skin is skin colored. Otherwise, I'm turning it off. But we should be able to do that with old Shakespeare plays and replace the names with like jack off and douchebag, and fuckface, and needle dick, and cunt face, and dildo tits. I think those are good names. Anyway, back to page. Murderface, can you shut the fuck up?
Sorry.
Because I can hear you.
I'm awake.
You're snoring. Stop snoring. You're like leaning on the talkback microphone, and all I hear is this horrible chortling snarling,
Got it!
guttural sound. It sounds like somebody's farting through your throat and you're being choked at the same time. It's one of the worst sounds with diarrhea. It sounds like diarrhea shit splattering through your innards, and then that's what you're breathing. That's what the sound is in my ears. By the way, I think you've got sleep apnea, because that's what that sound is.
Nathan, I do not have sleep apnea.
Untreated, it can be dangerous. You know who had sleep apnea? Darth Vader. And you know how that ended? Not so good. You'd always hear him coming. Snort, like it sounded like he's fucking throwing up diarrhea in his mask every day. Darth Vader, that's the side of Darth Vader that you don't know. There's a lot of Darth Vader that nobody knows about. Like he had a colostomy bag. His cock was burned off in a volcano. He has a colostomy bag. I'm sorry, Anakin, but you shouldn't have been such a fucking asshole. Now you are in a colostomy bag suit. You were trapped in your own diarrhea. Most people think the Emperor killed him, but it was sleep apnea.
Got it!
Telling you over here. I talked to George Lucas. He told me. Stop snoring is what I'm saying. Anyway. What was I talking about? Jack it off, Hitler, babies, what the fuck? Oh, right, let's get back to this, book on tape. Right. Oh, by the way, just spotted the word Satan. Page 51. I'll read the line before it and see if this really pays off. Well met, Master Antipholus. I see, sir, you have found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you promised me today? The next guy goes, Satan, avoid, I charge thee. Tempt me not. Okay, that wasn't so good. You know, Satan's stupid. I said it. I'm not scared. If there's such thing as Satan, I dare you to suck my dick. See? I just proved that religion doesn't exist. Suck my dick and do a good job. Something you can take pride in. And then I'll sign a CD for your cousin or something. How we doing on time? Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, back to the thing. Here we go. It may enter Antipholus. Okay. I think he's been in the scene. Why? I think he was already in the scene. How many times can he enter? Or maybe they were just talking about him for a while. I think that's something that'd be worth exploring on a literary level. A character enters. Let's say let's go to a well-known Shakespeare play. Romeo and Juliet. Romeo enters. It says fucking to be or not to be, whatever the fucking stupid language he speaks. And then Romeo enters. See, how does he do that on stage? See, that's a challenge for the actor. That's something he can sink his teeth into. As opposed to standing around in tights with a boner because he's falling in love with the leading lady who's not going to have sex with him. Because he's stupid and short. I'm sorry, I'm just calling him like I see him. But that's acting. That's how actors are. A short douchebag in tights with a boner tries to get like a really hot girl with low self-esteem to sleep with him. That's acting class. He's not always wearing tights. The tights are optional. But this short guy with tiny features and a little button nose and really clear blue eyes who's living off of his parents' money. His father hates him And his mom, because he's a mama's boy, constantly sneaks him money from her half of the account, you know. And then she gets in trouble and beaten because the dad thinks she's shopping for more bags or whatever ladies buy. Anyway, that kid with the small features and the button nose is a mama's boy. And then he goes and takes an acting class at a strip mall, and then the teacher humiliates him, and then a girl that's way too hot for him feels bad, and then they try to have sex, but he can't get it up. Acting class, I'm telling you. And there are a lot of scarves involved. Did I say that? A lot of people are wearing scarves, indoor scarves. And they smell like Axe body spray. How you doing on hard drive space? You got a lot? Hope so. Okay, you know what? I have to say, jumping ahead 60 pages didn't help. I don't understand what's going on in this story. I just wanted it to be over so fucking badly that I figured fast forward, you know? But I don't think I'm gonna get paid. Because I know last time I jumped ahead, the book on tape company wasn't too happy. Because they were thinking like I was, what's going on here? Well, how do you make sense of this stuff if you're reading it and then you jump ahead? Sometimes if you're watching The Bachelorette, you can jump ahead. But this is Shakespeare, so I guess it's some pretty heady stuff, so you gotta know. So I'm gonna go back like 40 pages. I think that's a smart move. It's mostly the same characters talking. Dromio. Okay, Dromio, by the way, is a ripoff of Romeo. It just has a D in front of it. So obviously he's running out of ideas, Shakespeare, at this point in his career. Whatever that androgynous lady is who's writing for him. Like, whoever, like that Tilda Swinton style character. In my mind, that's who I'm seeing. A very pale, wide-eyed lady who never blinks, who can be masculine or effeminate. That's who I see poring over with a quill, bottle of Jack Daniels, writing garbage. Tilda Swinton. Oh, or maybe, you know who else I would cast in this part? What's her face? Hold on, I can. Glenn Close. Because she played a guy in a movie. I think it was Tootsie. Did you ever see Tootsie? Fucking great movie. That's a movie I'd like to be in, but I think it's pretty well done. Dustin Hoffman. Want to hear my Dustin Hoffman impression? Hey, I was a better man as a woman than a woman that's a man with you. Tootsie. Hoffman. Sidney Pollack. Sidney, you're a fantastic director. And a really powerful presence as an actor. And I'm not joking about that. You are missed. I say that, and I look down because I believe you to be in hell. I'm kidding. Ugh. Don't start tweeting me. Sidney Lumet, don't get me started on him. I guess everyone has to go at some point. This is turning into a different kind of a Shakespeare read. Anyway, let's read some more of this garbage. Oh, here's one with not so many words on this page. So edit this together. I'm on page 30 now. Your cake there is warm within. You stand here in the cold. It would make a man mad as a buck to be so bought and sold. Now, I don't know what that means, but it said cake in it. And that got my attention. I'm a big fan of eating cake. I'm a fan of pudding. Rice pudding I'll eat, even though I think the concept sounds stupid. Rice pudding. Why don't you just give me regular pudding? Save the rice for the sushi. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'll just eat frosting sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't need a cake.
Oh, totally recording.
You just need a can of frosting. It's about 7,000 calories. I'm not afraid. Are you? Ask yourself that. That's how I would spend my summers. Indoors. Eating frosting. Seeing what's on cable. Bet you didn't know that. And then I'd take a break and taunt the cat for a while. There's a look into my childhood. I used to spend an hour to 5 hours trying to capture a cat. A cat in the house. And where was he every time? Underneath the bed. And all I wanted to do was hang out with him. And that cat did not want to, that cat was really disinterested in hanging out with me. So I decided, I'll show you. I will capture you. So, I'd go under the bed and I'd corner him. And then I'd hold the cat and he'd have his arms out straight forward. Not bending. And then I'd force feed the cat frosting. And then the cat's will would break. Or at least I'd think it would be. And then I'd release him for 1 second and he'd pounce. Only to go straight back to that same spot in the bed.
Yeah.
To be captured again. What an idiot. I should get a cat. I don't want to change the thing. Litter box. I don't have to either. And I'm not gonna. If I get one. Are you recording?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ugh. I think this cat thing's more interesting than this play. I wish there were a synopsis of this.
Nathan.
So I kind of had some understanding.
When is this gonna be over?
I'm getting paid a lot of money to do this.
Oh, it's longer.
Maybe I should have researched this play a little bit. I guess I stopped when it said it was the worst play ever. I thought, well, why would I read it? Why even do research about something that's horrible?
My pants, should I go?
You know, I think everyone's asking that.
Stop recording. You know.
I think everyone wants to know.
Take a shit and
that's another voiceover thing. That's if I wanted to do like an entertainment magazine.
Like 2 hours.
That would be the kind of voice I would use. We'll be right back to the Kim Kardashian, what she wore when she fell over, because I think everybody wants to know. I'll be right back. Something like that. Color commentator. I think it'd be fun to go on a red carpet and co-host with Joan Rivers. You know what? I gotta say this. Joan Rivers. I don't know what she's doing, but she looks great. Normally, old ladies, their faces tend to show age a little bit, but not her. I don't know. Some people have good genetics. It's true. Some people do. Paul Sorvino, he looks great. Really old Orson Welles looked great. Put on a couple pounds. What are you gonna do? Hey, what can you do? I think I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the whole thing. These pages are kind of oh god, they're out of order now. Let's just recalibrate. Because I think we gotta do this whole thing again.
Oh, Nathan, when is this? When just ends? Go to the last page! Go to the last page! No one fucking knows what the fuck you're saying anyway!
I feel like a lot of this stuff I've said so far is unusable. I do. I'm getting paid a lot of money to do this, and I definitely want to do another one, even though I fucking hate this with every fiber within me. And I don't need the money. Because, no big deal, multi-millionaire, trillionaire. It's not something you go around saying to people how much money you make, but, you know, I make a lot of money. And I'll tell you this, I don't give a shit except for, you know, except for buying really expensive things and living an elaborate lifestyle. And yes, doing things that, you know, money can buy. Like I'll take an elaborate, like I took a cooking class one time where I made a grilled cheese sandwich. I mean that was my final. Some people are making they're braising some beef, and I said, you know, I failed to gather the ingredients. What I have is Wonder Bread and Kraft singles. And you know what happened? I passed the class with flying colors because I paid the fucking guy off. I'm a multi-trillionaire. Am I gonna fail? Here we go. Page 1. Hold on. Gonna find it. Page 1. Page 11. Get warmer. Page 14. The fuck? Page 38. Okay, it's going back down now. And then I look at the very back of where the papers were, and it's page 52. Let me go this way. Oh, what's this? Page 62. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I found page 1. Okay, here we go. Big energy. We'll erase everything we've got. Starting over. All right. Okay. I'm gonna really belt this out, really act it this time, because I think I really need people to see me as an actor, you know. So I'm really gonna act this one. I'm gonna act it pretty hard. So watch the mic levels.
Level fine, bass fine, treble
Okay,
fine.
good. Good to see we're on the same page.
Reverb fine.
Literally.
Fine. Space
Get it?
effects,
Be on the same page. And then I said literally, and because I'm reading literal words, and then I'm also have a page. Get it? Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedy of Errors by William Shakespeare, the playwright. You know, I think it'd be fun to have Shakespeare come out in front of almost like Alfred Hitchcock, the front of every one of his plays, and say, "Hello, I'm Alfred Hitchcock, and tonight you're going to see the comedy of errors. Picture, if you will, Duke Solinus and Aegeon speaking for hours on end. Perhaps one of them will die." Right? Something like that. But not Alfred Hitchcock, it'd be the Shakespeare. I think that'd be more interesting. Definitely. Okay, getting ready, starting back on page 1. Shakespeare. That's a stupid name. Shakespeare. That's what the Tusken Warrior did in Star Wars, right? You know what I'm talking about. Fucking nerds. Okay. You know, that's something this needs is like lightsabers. I mean, I think that goes without saying that most things need lightsabers. But you know what? If everything had a lightsaber, would it even be special anymore? Would it? Would it be special? Think about it. I can't get past this word Aegion. What should we name our kid? I don't know. So I don't want this kid getting teased or anything. Let's give him a good name. Let's give him a tough name like Bill. Fucking Frank. No one's gonna fuck with Frank. We're getting ready to get started here. We are getting ready here. Do you have breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had breakfast. That's why my stomach's not making any noises. I want to point out that my stomach's not making any noises. I think it's making this recording pretty clear. And, you know what I haven't done in a long time? I just started thinking I would really like to have a muffin from Starbucks. I used to have a muffin every day. Starbucks. Welcome to Starbucks. What would you like? I'd like to have a muffin, please. Yes, sir. And I'll have a cup of coffee. What should I write on the cup so whose name it is? So how I know whose name it is? Well, I don't think you really want to know. I think I better keep that quiet, because I think the people in the Starbucks will freak out if they know I'm here. Oh, come on, sir. Please, just let me write a name, because this coffee will disappear and some other asshole will take it. Well, okay, fine. Well, if you have to know, my name is Nathan Explosion. You're Nathan Explosion? Guilty as charged. I'm such a huge fan of you. Thank you. Thanks for buying the records. No, I am such a big fan of yours that I think hold on. You don't mind if I get my phone? Hold on. You don't have to get your phone. I just want the coffee and the muffin. Let me just get a phone out and what are you handing that phone to me for? Why am I handing you the phone? Isn't it obvious? Are you giving me this phone? I've already got a phone. I'm not giving you the phone, Mr. Explosion. I'm humbly asking you to record an outgoing message onto my machine. Oh, fuck. You want me to record a stupid fucking outgoing message on your stupid fucking thing? All I wanted was a cup of coffee! One of those fucking outstanding muffins! Sir, I'm afraid that I'll have to use my Starbucks authority to make sure you never get a muffin or a coffee until you do what I ask of you. Now fucking dance, monkey! Do it! Record an outgoing message for me! Do it! I'll have my father kill you! I bought all your records! Now do whatever I want! Entertain me! Okay, here you go. It's ready to record, so just go now, okay? Okay, fine, I got it. Do something cool, be like all brutal and stuff. Okay, what's your name? My name? My name's Marcus. Okay, Marcus, fine. I'll do it. Oh, just wait for the beep and then do the message. I know! I've done this before! Back off, don't touch me! Hey, that's right. This is Nathan Explosion, and you're calling my good buddy Marcus. Now rock and roll forever. Heavy metal! Oh, that was perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so wonderful. Hey, I'll have to listen to it. This is so good. Oh, shit, it didn't record. Can you do it again? Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me? Just do it again. Just come on. Just please. All right, fine. I'll do it again. Wait for the beep. I know. Sorry, can't come to the phone because I'm Nathan Explosion and you called Marcus, my real good pal. Rock and roll! That is so good. Oh, that was even better than the first. I'm glad we did it a second time because that was better than the first one. Thank you. I just have my coffee and muffin, please. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just listen back to this really quickly. What? How's it sound? Well, I mean, it sounds fine, but there's no message there because it didn't record. You didn't press the button. Wait a minute! You telling me both those times I didn't press the button? I thought I heard a beep. I didn't hear the beep. I'm all the way over here. How do I know that you have a beep going on? I can't hear it. I thought I heard a beep. I don't think there was a beep. Now, kindly record the message one final time. Okay, I will, but listen. Here we are at Starbucks still, remember that. We're still in Starbucks. And this line behind me is getting pretty long. And these people don't know I'm a great celebrity. And I'd rather have them not know that, because I'll have to do all their stupid phones. So can we just do this one more time? Whether or not it ends up working, this is the last time I'm going to do it. You have my word, Mr. Explosion. I'll never make you do it again. And this time I have a feeling it's really going to record. Good, thank you. Just hand me the phone again. Here you are, I'm handing you the phone. Thank you, I'm picking it up. And again, don't let these people behind me know that I'm me. Because this line's starting to get pretty big, and they're starting to complain. They don't know what's going on up here. Would you mind saying hey, people of Starbucks, it's me, Marcus. Everyone calm down. We're having an issue with the coffee. We think it may be poison. Something like that? Yeah, that's good, thank you. All right. I'll wait for the beep and record the message. All right. But once again, I want to reiterate, this is the last time I'm recording an outgoing message. Okay, here goes. Okay, it beeped. Hey, what's going down? My name's Nathan Explosion, and you're calling on Marcus's phone. Marcus can't be here because he's jacking off into his own shit right now. And he's got a really tiny cock. Anyway, Marcus wants you to kill yourself, and he hates your parents. See you later, rock and roll forever. That wasn't very good. Excuse me, that was great. Listen, as me being Marcus, hearing you say those terrible things about me, I don't jack off into my own shit. And if I did, how the hell would you know about it? And let's leave my penis size out of this too. I just thought it would be funny. Well, that's not funny to me. It's serious to me. Marcus, I didn't realize you were so sensitive. Well, I am. I mean, you're one of my heroes, and you're telling me to jack off and you're telling me? And you're telling me and you told me I hate people's parents? It's nearly the holidays, as far as anyone knows, in this particular timeline. And now everyone's gonna hate me. Well, let's at least see if it recorded. Maybe it didn't even record. All right, hand me Marcus the phone again, and I'll check it out. Okay. Here we go, listening. It didn't record. It didn't? No. I don't know what to do here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I did 3 messages. I did 3 fucking messages, and I don't even want to be here, you know? Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, what about the message? I mean, you were going to leave me a message. You promised to leave me a message. Just give me the phone. Okay, press 1. Okay, all right, this is going to work. Hey, what's up? That's right. This is the voice of Nathan Explosion. And I'm rocking to you on Marcus's phone. Marcus isn't here right now because he's at a Hitler rally because he likes Hitler and everything that he stands for. And he's trying to suck his own dick, but it's pretty impossible because it's so small. Anyway, he fucks his grandma in the ass. I'm Nathan Explosion. Have a great day. And then I pull out a blowtorch and kill everybody. What if I kept doing that? You know? Because I could. I've got the wherewithal. I could keep on doing that bit. What if I did? You know? Because I don't think anybody wants to hear it at some point. Isn't that what comedy is, ultimately? It's some asshole annoying people until they go, all right, I've had enough. But maybe over the years, comics figured out that, all right, I'm just going to annoy people for just a small amount, then I'm going to leave. And they're going to, right before they get annoyed with me. Because then they'll want to see me again. And I can make $15 again doing comedy at a shitty club. That's probably how it started. That's probably how it started. Did I say that already? Speaking of annoying, let's get back to page 1. I'm kind of annoyed with myself right now. I'm not mad at myself, but I'm definitely sick of myself. Definitely sick of myself. Hey, Murderface. Wake up, you idiot. Is this recording? Stop snoring. Because you have the talkback microphone on. You're like leaning on the talkback microphone, and all I hear is this horrible chortling, snarling, guttural sound. It sounds like somebody's farting through your throat and you're being choked at the same time. It's one of the worst sounds with diarrhea. It sounds like diarrhea shit splattering through your innards, and then that's what you're breathing. That's what the sound is in my ears. So maybe you can find a way to turn off the talkback microphone while you make horrible shit sounds with your throat. I thank you. By the way, I think you've got sleep apnea. Because that's what that sound is. It's sleep apnea. You know what? Untreated, it can be dangerous. So you have to wear like a big tube on your face. You put like a sock on your head and run a tube through your mouth and sleep that way. You know who had sleep apnea? Darth Vader. And you know how that ended? Not so good. That's right. You can always hear him coming. Snort. Like it sounded like he's fucking throwing up diarrhea in his mask every day. Darth Vader. That's the side of Darth Vader you don't know. There's a lot of Darth Vader that nobody knows about. Like he had I talked to George Lucas about this. He had a colostomy bag. Nobody thinks about that. How did he go to the bathroom? His cock was burned off in a volcano. He has a colostomy bag. I'm sorry, Anakin, but you shouldn't have been such a fucking asshole. Now you are in a colostomy bag suit. You were trapped in your own diarrhea, and you've got sleep apnea that has gone untreated. Most people think the Emperor killed him, but it was sleep apnea and he was drowning in his own diarrhea. It was just a coincidence that it happened at that point. I'm telling you over here, I talked to George Lucas. He told me. Stop snoring is what I'm saying. I mean, that's what the whole movie is a metaphor for. Some poor asshole being woken by someone snoring. Don't do it. Or you'll die and drown in your own diarrhea. Okay? Murderface! Wake up, you idiot!
I'm awake.
Murderface, can you shut the fuck up?
I'm up. I'm not.
Okay, now, where were we? Page 1. Page 1. Do they ever have any scenes in Shakespeare where they're just like jacking off? I mean, it's like in Richard III. I think that'd be a great audition. Do that one speech, or one of the 400 speeches from Richard III, and you have to maintain an erection and jack off. Because then you're using sense memory. That's all acting is. Anyone that's jacked off uses sense memory. You know? Because that's basically what all those actor studio people were doing. Brando, James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, everyone that's in that diner, Bogart. I think Robert Fripp is in there. What? Anyway, that's acting. Tune in very strong to a particular image of a lady walking down the stairs who has no idea that one of her tits are out. Because that's sexy. I mean, it worked. Okay, listen, I don't want to be sexist because it could be with a guy too, you know? Like, in an office, a guy has one of his balls accidentally hanging out, like above his pants, over the woven belt, pleated front khakis, giving a PowerPoint presentation about sales goals, because they're knee-deep in the third quarter. And fourth quarter, it's theirs to win or lose. One of the office mates nudges another one. Two sexy girls with, like cat eye frames. And Betty Page bangs are getting fucking horny. Because they see a purplish ball being strangled by this man's waist. And they lick their lips and pull the pencil out of their hair and shake it all down and start jacking off right there because he doesn't know. It's more exciting. See? Now that should be the book. Accidentally naked jack-off fantasies. People would buy it. You know they would. They would. They just fucking would. All right? Don't argue with me. They just would. You know. And I gotta say, back to the lady fantasy with the lady with her tit accidentally hanging out. I think it's funny and it's cute. I'll tell you why. It's cute because they don't know how to dress themselves. And they only put one tit into their shirt. Which makes them kind of childish and fun. And have a carefree attitude. And I gotta say, there's a lot of that missing these days. So that's fun and cute. And it's funny because it's playful. Or it's just, it's like someone being a klutz, that's kind of cute. Isn't it nice to when someone kind of falls down and, just because they're gangly or something? That's what this is like too. And it does, I think people would probably argue with me over this, but I think it doesn't matter whose tit it is. You just get to see it. It could be like an old lady who drinks pee all day, bathes in pee, who obviously has a very strong odor of pee about her. But, hey, look, her tit's hanging out. I'll be jacking off to that later on. And you know I will. Man, jacking off. What if we got paid for? I guess people do, right? I can't believe that people are getting paid to jack off, and I'm not making money doing that, because they jack off into a jar. Yeah, that's fun. This is fun. I think this is the most fun part of what I've recorded so far. The beginning's bullshit, the middle's garbage. The later middle part is horrible.
Please, I can't take it. Just go to the last page.
Okay,
go to
shut
the
up.
last page.
Shut
no
up.
one fucking
I'm not gonna raise
knows
my
what the
voice.
fuck
Shut
you're
up.
saying anyway.
Just shut up. Shut your putrid mouth closed. Is there any super glue? Because what I'd like to see to put little beads of super glue on your lower lip, and then with your dry upper lip, close that onto your bottom lip and suffocate. Because that's probably what would happen.
Oh God, I'm just so fucking bored.
Just shut up. Okay, here we are, page 1.
Thank you.